The cabin's door slammed shut behind us, sealing in the warmth of the fireplace against the biting Colorado winter. Aurora, my elder stepsister, turned to me with eyes like storm clouds, her breath visible in the chilled air that had followed us inside. Without a word, she pulled me close and kissed me, her lips tasting of forbidden secrets that shattered the fragile illusion of our family bond forever. I froze, my heart pounding as if it might burst from my chest. What was this? Aurora, the one who'd always been my protector, my confidant since our parents married 5 years ago, had crossed a line I didn't even know existed between us. The kiss lingered in my mind like a scar, replaying over and over as I pushed her away, my voice a whisper of confusion and fear. What have you done? But deep down, a part of me already knew. This wasn't just a mistake, it was the spark that would ignite everything we held dear. That night, sleep evaded me. I lay in the bunk bed, staring at the wooden beams above, my thoughts a whirlwind. Aurora was upstairs in her room, probably regretting it already, or maybe not. She'd always been the bold one, the one who challenged our conservative parents' rules without a second thought. Me? Charlotte, the good girl, the one who followed the path laid out. Straight A's, college plans, no drama. But now this. How could I face her in the morning? How could I face myself? The kiss had awakened something in me. A flutter I dismissed as sisterly affection, but it was more. It was dangerous. Morning came with fresh snow blanketing the ground outside our rented cabin in the Rockies. Our parents, oblivious, bustled in the kitchen making breakfast. Dad flipped pancakes while Mom, Aurora's biological mother, chatted about the day's ski plans. Aurora descended the stairs, her usual confident stride faltering when our eyes met. She smiled weakly, but I saw the turmoil beneath. "Pass the syrup, Char?" she said, her voice steady for them but cracking for me. I nodded, handing it over, my fingers brushing hers accidentally. Electricity shot through me, and I yanked back as if burned. Dad noticed. "Everything okay, girls? You two seem off." Aurora laughed it off. "Just tired from the drive yesterday." But I couldn't shake it. Throughout breakfast my mind raced. Was this love? Or was it the isolation of the vacation twisting things? We'd always been close, sharing secrets, defending each other against bullies at school. But this felt different, deeper, and utterly wrong in the eyes of our world. As we hit the slopes, the cold wind whipped against my face, mirroring the chaos inside. Aurora skied ahead, her form graceful and strong, the way she'd always been. I lagged behind, pretending to adjust my bindings, but really, I was buying time to think. What if someone found out? Our family was picture perfect on the outside. Church every Sunday, community events, the whole facade. Dad, a pastor in our small Texas town, preached about traditional values. Mom supported him fiercely. If they knew. The thought made my stomach churn. Betrayal. Exile. I'd lose everything. Yet, as I caught up to Aurora at the lift, her glance held a plea. "We need to talk," she mouthed. I nodded, dread mixing with an inexplicable thrill. On the ride up, alone in the chairlift, she spoke first. "I'm sorry if I scared you, Char, but I've felt this for a while. You're not just my sister, you're everything to me." Her words hung in the air, heavy with implication. I wanted to scream, to deny it, but my heart betrayed me. "Aurora, we're family. This can't happen." But even as I said it, doubt crept in. Was blood the only thing that defined family? Or was it choice? We spent the afternoon avoiding the topic, focusing on the runs, but tension simmered. Back at the cabin while parents napped, we slipped outside for a walk. Snow crunched under our boots as we wandered the trail. "Tell me you don't feel it too," Aurora challenged, stopping to face me. Her eyes searched mine, vulnerable in a way I'd never seen. I hesitated. I don't know. It's confusing. Lies. I did feel it, a pull that terrified me, but admitting it meant risking our world. That evening, over hot cocoa by the fire, the facade held. We played board games, laughed at Dad's bad jokes. But inside, I was unraveling. What price would this cost? Aurora's hand brushed mine under the table, a silent promise or threat. I pulled away, but the damage was done. The kiss had opened a door I couldn't close, forcing me to question everything. My identity, my loyalties, my future. As night fell, I confronted her in the hallway. "This ends here, Aurora. We can't. She nodded, but her eyes said otherwise. If that's what you want. But it wasn't. And that lie to myself was the first crack in my resolve. The next day brought more strain. We ventured into town for supplies, the quaint shops decked in holiday lights. Aurora and I separated from our parents briefly, and in a quiet bookstore she cornered me. Char, ignoring this won't make it go away. I've struggled with this for years, hiding who I am because of them. Her voice broke. I thought you understood. I did more than she knew. I'd seen the way she dodged questions about dates, the subtle deflections. But for me it was new raw. I can't be like you, I whispered. I'm not gay. The word felt foreign, forbidden. She touched my arm. You don't have to label it. Just feel it. But feeling it meant betraying our parents' trust. Dad's sermons echoed in my head. About sin, about family purity. Was this sin? Or was denying it the real betrayal? We returned to the cabin, silence thick between us. That night I dreamed of her kiss, waking in a sweat. The vacation was supposed to bond us, but it was tearing me apart. How much longer could I pretend? The drive back to Texas stretched endlessly. The snowy mountains giving way to flat plains that mirrored the emptiness in my chest. Aurora sat in the back with me, our parents up front oblivious to the storm brewing. Every glance she stole my way felt like an accusation. A reminder of the kiss that had upended our lives. I buried myself in my phone, scrolling mindlessly, but my thoughts circled back. What if I gave in? What then? Our family wasn't just any family. Dad's position as pastor meant we were under constant scrutiny. Whispers in church about proper behavior. Mom's friends judging every move. Admitting feelings for Aurora would destroy that. I'd be the pariah, the one who broke the holy union. Yet, Aurora's presence beside me was magnetic. Her knee brushed mine accidentally, or was it? And I didn't move away. You okay? She whispered when parents were distracted by the radio. I nodded, but inside conflict raged. Deny and preserve the peace, or embrace and face the fallout. The choice haunted me. Back home in our suburban Dallas house, normalcy resumed, or tried to. School started again, senior year for me, college for Aurora. We shared a bathroom, meals, the everyday routines. But now, every interaction crackled with unspoken tension. She'd leave notes in my backpack. Miss talking to you. I'd crumple them, heart aching. One evening after dinner, Dad pulled me aside. You've been quiet since the trip. Something on your mind? His kind eyes searched mine and guilt flooded me. Just school stress, I lied. But lying to him felt like poison. He preached honesty, yet here I was hiding a truth that could shatter him. Aurora confronted me later in my room. We can't keep avoiding this, Char. She closed the door, her voice low. That kiss, it meant something. I paced, frustration boiling. It meant trouble. What if they find out? Dad would disown us. She stepped closer. Is that all you care about? Their approval. Her words stung because they were true. I'd always sought validation, the perfect daughter. But as she spoke, her passion ignited something in me. I've hidden for too long, she said. Pretending to date guys, lying about who I am. It's killing me. Tears welled in her eyes. I thought you were different. I was, but fear held me back. It's not that simple, I argued. We're stepsisters. Society sees us as family. She scoffed. Society doesn't get to decide love. The argument escalated, voices hushed but intense. You're selfish, I accused. Willing to risk everything for a feeling. She recoiled. And you're a coward hiding behind rules. The words hung damaging. She left, slamming the door softly to avoid alerting parents. That night, insomnia gripped me. Was I a coward? Aurora had always been brave, coming out to herself first, enduring silent judgments. Me? I conformed. But the kiss replayed, stirring desires I'd ignored. Maybe I was like her. The thought terrified and exhilarated. Days blurred into weeks. At school, rumors swirled about Aurora. She'd broken up with her boyfriend. A cover. Friends asked me, but I deflected. Inside, jealousy gnawed when I saw her talking to a girl in her class, laughing freely. Was that what freedom looked like? One afternoon I skipped class to think, wandering the park. My phone buzzed. Aurora. Meet me after school? I agreed, pulse racing. We met at a coffee shop away from prying eyes. I can't do this alone, she admitted over lattes. If you don't feel the same, tell me now. Honesty compelled me. I do. But I'm scared. She reached across, hand on mine. We can figure it out together. That touch sealed it. We talked for hours, sharing fears, dreams. For the first time I felt seen. But reality intruded, Mom called, wondering where I was. Lies again. The web tangled. Back home, tension mounted. Dad announced a family meeting. We've noticed you two arguing more. Mom nodded. Is there something we should know? Panic surged. Aurora glanced at me, decision time. It's nothing, I said quickly. But Aurora hesitated, then sighed. Actually. She stopped, but the seed was planted. That night, she whispered. We have to tell them eventually. I shook my head. Not yet. But delay only amplified the pressure. Social whispers grew. At church, a sermon on unnatural affections hit like a punch. Dad's words. We must guard our families. I squirmed, Aurora's hand finding mine under the pew briefly. Risky but comforting. Then betrayal struck. My best friend Sarah confronted me at school. I saw you and Aurora at the coffee shop. Holding hands. What's going on? Denial flew out. Nothing. But she pressed. If it's what I think, be careful. People talk. Fear escalated. What if she told? I confided in Aurora that evening. We have to stop. Tears streamed. I can't lose my friends, my life. She hugged me. You won't. But hiding is losing too. Her embrace lingered, a promise amid chaos. But the choice loomed, love or security. Each day the scale tipped, costs mounting. Spring brought blooming flowers, but in our home storms brewed. Aurora and I navigated stolen moments. A brush in the hallway, whispered confessions at night. But guilt shadowed every joy. Was this worth the deception? Dad's suspicions grew. He questioned Aurora about her lifestyle, hinting at concerns from church friends. You're not seeing anyone inappropriate, are you? She deflected masterfully. No, Dad. But the lie weighed on her. I could see it in her slumped shoulders. My inner turmoil peaked during a family dinner. Mom praised our sisterly bond, unaware of its depth. I choked on my food, excusing myself. In the bathroom, staring at my reflection, I questioned. Am I destroying us? Aurora followed, knocking softly. You okay? Inside we embraced, but footsteps approached. We parted just in time. The close call amplified fears. We need a plan, Aurora urged later. Maybe tell them slowly. I balked. They'll never accept it. Debates ensued, our love clashing with reality. She pushed for honesty. I clung to secrecy. Then society intruded harshly. At a school event, a guest speaker railed against deviant behaviors, citing LGBT issues as moral decay. Classmates nodded. I burned inside. Aurora, in the audience, met my eyes, solidarity amid hostility. Post-event, we walked home. See? That's what we're up against, I said. She nodded. But fighting it together is better than alone. Her optimism clashed with my pessimism, straining us. Betrayal came from within. Mom found a note I'd written to Aurora. Innocent but intimate. What's this? She demanded, confronting us. Panic froze me. Aurora stepped up. Just sister stuff. Mom eyed us suspiciously. Don't lie to me. The air thickened. That night, arguments flared in hushed tones. We have to come clean, Aurora insisted. No. I shot back. It'll kill them. But suppression cracked me. I cried, admitting. I love you, but I hate this fear. The next day, Dad called a counselor, church-affiliated, for family harmony. Sessions began, probing our issues. The counselor preached conversion, masking it as guidance. Aurora resisted openly. This is who I am. I stayed silent, cowardice prevailing. But silence cost. Aurora distanced, hurt by my inaction. If you won't fight for us, what's the point? Her words pierced. Alone, I reflected. Was love worth this pain? Or was letting go mercy? Reconciliation attempts followed. A late-night talk. I'm sorry, I said. I'm trying. She softened. We both are. But external pressures mounted. Sarah spread rumors, subtle but damaging. Whispers at school. Charlotte and her sister. Weird. Confronting Sarah, I demanded, "Why?" She shrugged. "Just looking out for you. It's not normal." Betrayal stung. Friendship sacrificed to prejudice. Home life deteriorated. Parents argued about us. Overheard. "Something's off with the girls." Mom worried, Dad prayed. Aurora suggested running away, half joking but tempting. "Start fresh." I refused. "We can't abandon them." Moral dilemma tore me. Duty to family versus self. A pivotal moment. Aurora came out to a friend seeking support. Word spread, reaching parents indirectly. Confrontation exploded. Dad furious. "Is this true? You're like that?" Aurora stood tall. "Yes, I'm gay." The room silenced. Mom cried. Dad paced. "This is unacceptable. In my house." Aurora glanced at me, "Help?" But I froze, complicit in silence. She left the room packing a bag. "I'm staying with a friend." Parents protested, but she went. Alone, I faced their questions. "Did you know?" Lies again. "No." But guilt consumed. That night I texted her. "Come back. I need you." She replied, "Not until you're ready." Isolation hit. School became a battlefield of stares. Family meals tense. Inner voice screamed, "Choose." Weeks passed. Aurora returned sporadically, tensions high. A family therapy session turned ugly. Counselor pushed change. Aurora rebelled. "I won't." Dad threatened. "Then leave." Heartbroken, I intervened finally. "Stop. She's family." But damage done. Aurora moved out temporarily to an aunt's. Loss ached. Without her, home felt empty. Reflection deepened. Was hiding ethical? Or was truth the only path? Reunion came via call. "Meet me." At the park we talked. "I can't live like this," she said. "Neither can I admitted. Embrace followed, decision brewing. But choices have prices. Mine loomed. Summer heat oppressed Dallas, mirroring the boiling conflicts in our fractured family. Aurora's temporary exile to Aunt Linda's. A more liberal relative left a void. I visited secretly, our meetings charged with longing and regret. "You should have spoken up," she accused during one visit, lounging on the porch. Hurt laced her words. I nodded. "I know. Fear paralyzed me." But excuses rang hollow. She'd paid the price, ostracized, labeled. Back home, parents grilled me. "Why defend her?" Dad demanded. "Because she's my sister," I evaded. But evasion cracked under pressure. Mom's tears. "We raised you better." Guilt twisted, had they? Or had they instilled fear? Inner battles intensified. Nights I pondered morality. Is love wrong if it hurts others? Society screamed yes, heart no. Aurora's updates via text. Aunt supports me. Coming out feels free. Jealousy mixed with pride. She thrived, I withered. A turning point, church picnic. Whispers about Aurora reached fever pitch. Pastor's daughter, shame. Dad overheard, face ashen. Confronting me later. This reflects on us all. Pressure mounted, conform or else. Defiance stirred. What if I support her? Hypothetical but telling. Dad's response. Then you're lost too. Words catalyzed action. I drove to Aunt's, confessing to Aurora. "I love you. Not as sister." Tears flowed. Finally. But joy tempered by reality. What now? Planning ensued. Tell them together. Terror gripped but resolve hardened. The confrontation. Family dinner, Aurora invited back. Tension palpable. Midway, she announced. "Charlotte and I are together." Silence exploded into chaos. Dad roared. "Impossible. Your family." Mom sobbed. "How could you?" Accusations flew, manipulation, sin. I spoke up. "It's real. We didn't choose this." But words fell on deaf ears. Dad's ultimatum. End it or leave. Heart shattered. Aurora stood. "Then we're leaving." I hesitated, home security versus love. Choice made, I grabbed my things. I'm with her. Parents' faces, betrayal etched. We fled to Aunt's, temporary haven. But costs accumulated. Friends distanced. School isolated me. Graduation loomed, tainted. Society's backlash. Online hate after rumors spread. Incestuous freaks. Though not blood, labels stuck. Moral debates raged internally. Right or wrong? Aurora struggled too. Job hunts hindered by family ties. Worth it? She asked one night. Yes, I affirmed, but doubt lingered. Rebuilding began. We sought therapy, real affirming insights. Love valid but paths hard. Family outreach, mom called tentative. We miss you. But conditions attached, no acceptance. Dilemma. Reconcile or stand firm. Aurora pushed independence. I yearned connection. A betrayal twist. Dad contacted authorities falsely claiming coercion. Investigation brief dismissed but trust obliterated. Pain deepened. How could he? I cried. Aurora held me. Fear drives people mad. Awakening dawned. We attended pride events, finding community. Strength grew but scars remained. Months passed. We moved to an apartment, scraping by. Freedom bittersweet. Lost family, gained self. Reflection. Sacrifices define us. But were they justified? Highs and lows alternated. Arguments over past silences. You waited too long, Aurora accused. Reconciliation. I learned. Society's mirror. News of similar stories, rejection, resilience. We became that. Final confrontation. Thanksgiving invite from parents. Come home. Trap or olive branch. We went guarded. Dinner tense. Dad spoke. We've prayed. Maybe. Understand. But undertones change implied. Aurora challenged. Accept us as is? Hesitation. We left, hearts heavy. Decision crystallized. Forge ahead, without conditional love. But questions persisted. Was cutting ties right? Or forgiveness better? Fall leaves crunched underfoot as Aurora and I walked through the park in our new Austin neighborhood, far from Dallas's judgmental gaze. A year had passed since the explosion, and we'd built a life, jobs, friends, a fragile peace. But echoes of the past lingered, reminders of the prices paid. Aurora squeezed my hand. Regrets? Her question casual, probe deep. Some, I admitted. But not us. Truth yet incomplete. Losing family hurt daily. Missed calls, empty holidays. Inner reconciliation evolved. Therapy helped unpack guilt. Parents' reactions stem from indoctrination, not malice. But understanding didn't erase pain. Social integration challenged. At work I hid our story, fearing bias. Aurora, bolder, shared openly, inspiring but risking. A surprise. Mom visited unannounced. Tears in her eyes. I want to try. Tentative hugs but Dad absent. He's struggling. Partial acceptance, bittersweet. Debates followed. Forgive? Aurora asked. Maybe. But trust fractured. Moral quandaries surfaced in quiet moments. Was our love selfish? Did we owe family conformity? Society's norms clashed with personal truth. Community bolstered. LGBT groups shared stories, similar rejections, triumphs. We volunteered, giving back, finding purpose. Yet, betrayals revisited. Sarah apologized via message. I was wrong. Too late. Friendship lost. Family dynamics shifted slowly. Dad emailed. Praying for you. No apology but opening. We attended a wedding, friends, same sex. Joy contrasted our isolation. One day, Aurora whispered. Hope flickered. But reality grounded. Financial strains from independence, debt struggles. Worth it, we affirmed, but exhaustion mounted. High drama peaked at a reunion attempt. Christmas, neutral ground. Tensions flared. Dad preached subtly. Aurora countered. Love isn't sin. Argument escalated. Old wounds reopening. I mediated. We all lost something. Tears all around. Partial truce. We'll talk more. Awakening personal. I embraced identity fully, no shame. Aurora's influence, her bravery my catalyst. But costs tallied. Emotional scars lost innocence. Was the path ethical? Debatable. Life progressed. Promotion, stability. Love deepened, tested but enduring. Final reflection. Choices define but consequences linger. In quiet nights I wondered, right decisions? As we sat on our balcony, city lights below, Aurora turned. We've come far. Yes, through fire. The journey taught. Love demands sacrifice but truth liberates. Yet one question remains. Was forsaking family for personal happiness a moral victory or an unforgivable betrayal?